Hey everybody, David with a Long Strange Trail here, and tonight I wanted to show you this new multi-tool that I got. This is the Giant Clutch Crank Core storage tool. It is a multi-tool that goes inside your hollow crank spindle. So I've been kind of looking around now for multi-tools that you can hide on your bike. A lot of popular ones today are the ones that go in your steer tube. But I had seen the all-in-one multi-tool, a tool out of Italy that goes in your crank, which seemed appealing to me. Then I ended up seeing that Giant made one as well. That was pretty similar. I ended up going with the Giant one because it had a valve core remover on it, which to me is super helpful, since that typically is a real small tool a lot of times that you can find. So just kind of wanted to quickly go over this tool and some of its features. So as you can see here, it's a cylindrical shape. It's got a little magnet around the edge here, which keeps it secured to your crank core. In the center here, this little thing pops out like so. So it's just a little tool here. So within this tool, let's see here, we've got 2.5, 3, 4, 5, and 6 millimeter hex wrenches. We also have a T25 Torx wrench. So these pretty much, at least on my bike, I've got a 2021 Giant Trans X 29. These are pretty much sufficient for every bolt on my bike, with the exception of my pedals, which use an 8 millimeter. So pretty much covered for all the bolts that I have. And then also on this tool, we have a chain breaker. So this kind of flips up here. We have a chain breaker up top. You do have to use one of these wrenches, I think. Yeah, so you have to use one of these to twist the tool to get that to break the chain. There's also some spoke wrenches. So the back side of this chain breaker tool, on either end here, there's what you can use for a spoke wrench. I think it's a 14 and 15 size. And then also on the end here, right here, is your valve core remover. So that can just slip over your valve pretty easily. So kind of handy. This is, I believe, this top part here is made of plastic, which is kind of a shame. I think this body is made of plastic as well. We also have some chain link storage. I was a bit deceived on Giant's site because I thought the chain links would be included, because they were all pictured and the description of the item seemed to indicate they'd be included, but they weren't. So I'm not sure if that has to do with just the differing chains out there or what, but or maybe they just weren't on my delivery. I'm not sure, but I'll just have to get some of those so you can store chain link on both sides there. So yeah, super lightweight, a lot of handy tools. I've just been kind of wanting to find something that can, limit, trying to prevent having to carry a bag, so I can have everything needed to change a tire or fix some emergencies on the trail. And I really like the crank core storage idea. So super easy to get out. There's literally no installation really required at all, which seemed different from a lot of the steer tube storage. My understanding is that a lot of those tools are pretty easy to install, but they do oftentimes involve having to do a little bit of work. So that kind of fits in there like so. So again, this is the Giant Clutch Crank Core multi-tool. So we'll check out how it fits in the bike now. All right, so we're down here looking at my crank here. So Giant provides these little lock rings, depending on whether or not you have SRAM, Praxis, or Shimano cranks. They give you various sizes and these sort of things, and all you do is kind of just fit it onto this little plastic installation tool they give you. It just kind of slips around the bottom there, and then you just pound it right there into your crank core. Super easy to set up. Then of course you have your tool, and it just slides right in there, and it's locked in there with magnets. Really easy to get out. Just kind of pull it a little bit, but I don't think it's so easy that it would fall out while riding, but it is just, you know, super easy to get in and out. I haven't ridden with the tool yet, so I don't know if it's going to be shaky or what. Giant seemed to indicate that it's really quiet, so hopefully it will be. But yeah, pretty neat little storage tool here. So again, little to no installation required. Just have that lock ring that you just kind of pound in there with your hand, and then the tool fits right in there super nice and easily. So good job, Giant. I would have liked to have seen this be metal, the top here, but oh well, hopefully that'll last a long time. We'll see. But yeah, that's the Giant Clutch Crank Core Multi-Tool.